the tail that wags.
Hello everyone, coming to you from Winter Wonderland. It is snowing as we speak. But before I start the video, I want to let you know that we are having a doggy haul supply giveaway. On Sunday, February 28th at 10 a.m. right here on the Tail That Wags, we're going to have a live drawing for 5 wonderful prizes. Now I'm putting that link right here, but all you need to do is hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification button and you'll be entered. If you've already subscribed, you've already entered. This week's Gnaw on this question is, can dogs actually smell our feelings? I'll answer that question at the end of the video. So this week's video is mixed breeds, mutts, hybrids, designer dogs. What's the difference? What does it all mean? Well, let's get into it. A mixed breed dog is a dog whose DNA is of 2 or more breeds, not definable or recognizable, and is not the result of intentional breeding. The word mutt originated around 1898, which was likely shortened from the word muttonhead, meaning stupid goat or sheep. The word later described as a stupid or foolish person. Here are some examples of the cartoon Mutt and Jeff. In 1910, the Dog Fancier publication referred to a mutt as a non-purebred dog. Today, the word mutt is generally accepted as a mixed breed dog. The word mutt can be a loaded expression because it generally has negative connotations, but names like Hienz 57, because the sauce has many ingredients, and All American are used to place mutts in a more favorable light. It is estimated there are 150 million mixed breed dogs worldwide, and they make up 2/3 of dogs in shelters. But mixed breed dogs are now receiving the respect they deserve. Although the Westminster Kennel Club does not allow mixed breeds to participate in conformation shows, the organization has added an agility competition which both purebred and mixed bred dogs can compete. The American Kennel Club, the United States Dog Agility Association, and others allowed mixed breed dogs to participate in agility and other competitions. However, the Mixed Breed Dog Club of America is an organization that welcomes mixed breeds to participate in their own shows. Here, mixed breed dogs are judged on conformation, on behavior, and rally. Purebreds aren't the only dogs to serve the public. Hienz 57 pups are working as police dogs, search and rescue, and other detection jobs like drug, bomb, and patrol. Society can now see it's not the breeding that's important. It's agility, stability, and drive. This is Teddy. He was my late mother's service dog. Trained at the women's prison in Purdy, Washington, Teddy was the only dog in his class to make it as a service dog. Teddy served 3 people, my mother, my grandfather, and me. Teddy had a great work ethic and served from 6 months old to 13 years when I retired him. Teddy passed away at the ripe old age of 14.5 years old. For those who want to know the breeds their dog is made of, DNA testing have become more accurate than ever before. The average in-home dog DNA test is 93 to 95% accurate. Most can be purchased between $60 and $150. Research before you choose a test, and remember, DNA tests do not have all the answers, as breeding does not determine personality. I did a DNA test on Teddy, and his DNA shows he's German Shepherd, Border Collie, Australian Sheepdog, American Eskimo, and 5% Lhasa Apso. There are many reasons that mutts are fabulous. They have more moderate personalities and are not likely to fall in extremes. Adopting a mutt is a lot less expensive, and if you adopt a mutt, you're reducing the pet overpopulation. Mutts are unique, and their individuality should be celebrated. There are a lot of unfortunate myths about mixed breeds. They are the only dogs ending up in shelters. If a mixed breed pup is in a shelter, something is wrong with them. Mixed breeds are always healthier. Breeding will determine personality, and mixed breeds can't compete with purebreds. 2/3 of all dogs in shelters are mixed breeds. However, 1/3 of those dogs in the shelters are purebreds. Basically, you should get a dog from a shelter because any type of dog you want to get is probably already there. Also, nonprofit organizations that help place dogs are actually great places to go as well. Shelter dogs are some of the best dogs out there because they're already housebroken, they're already trained, and just because a dog is in a shelter doesn't mean that you're not going to find your best friend ever. The blanket statement saying that mixed breeds are healthier than purebreds or hybrids is a little tricky. Science shows us through hybrid vigor, that means that the more genetics that we have in us, the more less likely we will to have other genetic illnesses. However, it's all about genetics. There are no guarantees in life, unfortunately, but that should never stop you from getting a great mixed breed. Just because a dog is from a certain breeding does not mean that he or her is going to behave in a certain way. We do get our personality traits from our parents, but it is also conditioning and our environment. Breeding does not determine your soul or determination. Mixed breed dogs are fabulous. They're individuals and they should be celebrated. So are purebreds or hybrids. All dogs should be celebrated. It doesn't matter of the breeding, it's the heart and the drive. A hybrid or designer dog is a dog made up of two different purebred dogs and is intentionally bred for breeding purposes. The expression designer dog came from the media when celebrities were acquiring these hybrids. Many believe hybrids were created because they are cute. The Puggle, Pug and Beagle, and the Pomsky, Pomeranian Husky. However, there are some practical reasons why these dogs have been created. For example, here's Moose, a Labradoodle. He's half Labrador Retriever, one of the most popular dogs for the last 30 years, mate with a poodle who has little to no dander and is the second most intelligent dog, and you get Moose, a fun-loving, smart dog that has much less dander than the average dog. Here you have Quinn, a Golden Newfie. The Golden Retriever is another one of the most popular dogs, and you cross her with a Newfoundland, and you get Quinn, a fun-loving, gentle giant. Designer dogs can be specifically bred to have a higher percentage of one breed to another. Moose is 50% Labrador Retriever and 50% Poodle. But here's Thor. He's 75% Poodle and 25% Golden Retriever. How is this? So you have a Golden Doodle, 50% Golden Retriever and 50% Poodle. Then you mate that 50-50 Golden Doodle with 100% Poodle, and you have a 25% Golden Retriever and 75% Poodle. According to the International Design Canine Registry, there are 614 different types of designer or hybrid dogs. There are myths about these dogs as well. Hybrid dogs only retain the desired traits of each parent. Hybrids are all hypoallergenic. Designer dogs cost less than purebreds. Breeders of hybrids are unethical and are just after money. And hybrids are just high-priced mutts. There are no guarantees in life. Just because a dog has certain breeding doesn't mean that he or she is going to behave in a certain way. It's genetics, but it's also environment and conditioning. Although dogs who are crossed with poodles are less likely to have dander, no dog is guaranteed by breeding to not have a certain amount of dander. So if you are allergic to dogs, you want to make sure that you try to do everything you can to research, but there are no guarantees. There is a new demand for hybrids and designer dogs. That drives the price right up. So a purebred dog that you may buy will be less than a hybrid dog can be. Let's face it, there are unethical people out there. Some people are just after money and they don't care how they treat their dogs. Best thing for you to do is go and research, find out who are the better breeders, go to the breeders, interview them, and find out if they really care about the dogs. There are some great breeders out there. Don't just give a blanket statement. because it's not true. There are lots of breeders who love their dogs. Today's hybrids are tomorrow's purebreds, and I'll give you an example. So you take an Old English Bulldog with an Old English Terrier, and you have the Pit Bull Terrier. Pit Bulls have generally been accepted as purebred dogs since the 19th century. So this week's Gnaw on this question is, can our dogs smell our feelings? Despite everything we do to stay fresh and clean, our dogs have the ability to smell the slightest changes in our feelings. We have three primary ways we stink. We have the epicrine sweat gland and the eccrine sweat gland that squeezes out sweat through our pores. Also, bacteria can form around a sweat gland pore. Whether we are happy, sad, frightened, angry, or excited, we emit sweat from those glands. Your dog has 3 million scent glands compared to our feeble 6 million. In addition, your dog's nose secretes a special mucus that when they lick their noses, they can smell chemicals in the air. Your dog also has a pheromonasal organ humans don't have. It detects pheromone molecules. So any changes in your body chemistry, however slight, your dog can smell your feelings before you can recognize how you are feeling. Coupled with how much our dogs observe and love us, you can't hide your feelings from your dog.